That's a lot of stairs, man.
Slow down!
They built their houses on the sides of those buildings.
Mocky, there are dead bodies hanging here.
Human male, average build, estimate age at 36 years. Human male, large build, estimate age at 46 years. Agnate recon drone, estimate age at 3 years.
You've caught Narchi in a dark moment. Go away.
Human male wishes to make contact. Await further input.
Could you answer some questions?
Questions? For we and us. You must be lost, human. Narchi knows nothing. Drone knows not much.
Possibility of trustworthiness. Undetermined. More data needed.
Very well, human. Narchi will answer your questions. Although we and us do not know much.
I'm sorry if it's rude to ask, but are you a machine or just part of a machine?
Narchi is Caicus. The drone is the drone. We and us are one. The drone is Narchi's. Long ago, we Caicus lost our eyes. Some still have bodies. I'm too old to remember a time before now. For all Caicus.
Caicus? So you're not Hanasi?
Human male appears confused.
No, not Hanasi. When Hanasi die, they hang the bodies to worship them. When Caicus are close to death, we are.
What if you don't want to carry on living without your body?
Caicus' existence is necessary for
If you're blind, how do you document anything?
Drones are Caicus' eyes. Caicus are drones' brains. We and us work together. It is lonely in the dark.
You're lonely. Why don't you join the other Caicus? Why are you staying with the Hanasi?
Caicus drone currently performing radio antenna maintenance to facilitate contact between Hanasi and Caicus home tree.
So this antenna lets the Hanasi speak to the Caicus back where you come from?
Yes. Home. Narchi, this is home. Tree is very quiet. They stopped talking to Hanasi. Inside home tree is the transmitter. The voice of the...
If the antenna has stopped working, can't you just go home?
We and us have checked many times. But even if Home Tree wanted to talk, Loose Lips took away Narchi's transponder. Took it away to the kettle. Without the transponder, we and us...
Error! Too much information. Check Home Tree security. Home Tree location updated on all wireless devices.
I don't want to be in the dark anymore.
Temporary shutdown initiated.
Scanning for radio signals.
Looks like an old Agnate.
You and your brother appear to be going through some difficulties. You've been through much together.
Family things are always complicated.
Yes, probably. You cannot choose your family, but you can choose your squad mates. I'm glad to be in this squad, in this unit.
We wouldn't have made it this far without you.
Being out in the world is new to me. I was never meant to leave the lab. I was not even meant to form actual emotional connections with real people. It was all simulated. They would give me things and then take them away to see how I would respond. My memories are mostly implanted from another source. I remember how it all felt, but I know they aren't mine.
How can you be sure they aren't your memories?
It's not the memories themselves, it's the emotions. I've never been in a war zone, yet I know what fear feels like. I know how it feels to see your friends and comrades killed before your eyes. I wish I could erase those feelings and memories, just turn them off somehow.
Your emotions make you special, Pooch. Your bond with us is real.
Thank you, Mark. You and Don are my pack.
Shofano o Sipulahani Kisinile Coela.
Moloam Hamby from Bra Bones. I see you.
I have good news. I met Bombay at the kettle.
My brother.
He's very excited to see you. You better get going. He's waiting for you.
This brings me such joy. You're a good man, traveller. You're a good man.
Hey, Chief. Looking to trade.
Let's see what you've got.
No pili di sana. Di sungguh di gile faruka. Di mula. Solo con le
Your essence flows like the waters of the great Orange River. Caesar welcomes you, Mark Leslie. Some of your deeds have reached my ears. Their prophecies being fulfilled. This brings great joy to a follower of the Dullahan.
Caesar, can you tell me about the tribulation?
The secrets of tribulation can only be known to those inside the faith. But you have a spirit about you. The tribulation is a techno-faith that transcends space and time. The Dullahan resides in a fractal heaven. The priests in Babel interpret the words of the past and the future, as Caesar does. But the priests use the record. Caesar uses other means. Caesar is a memory walker. The mighty priestly agnates tell the lesser agnates what to do. This is the ascendancy, and you are the flock. The flock does what the ascendancy demands. Retaliation or disobedience is met with swift punishment. This is how it has always been. The ascendancy uses the wardens to hold the world in its iron grip for an age.
How did they use the wardens to control anything?
If you control how people move, you control everything. The Mupani created the Wardens to fix a world that had been shattered by war. The Ascendancy used what they had built to spread like wildfire.
The Mupani?
Mupani, scientists and philosophers, the greatest minds of an age, poured into the shells of agnates. Their red painted husks become a symbol of hope, a symbol that the Ascendancy set out to crush. Red agnates were like red ants. They bite you, and you need to put on some ointment. Do you want to buy some ointment?
Not right now. Can you tell me?
It is fantastic ointment. It will help with your finances, bring back a lost love, erectile dysfunction, asthma, winning goal,
Yeah, I get it. I want to know more about...
pregnancy, breast enlargement, bewitching people,
Okay, no more. Stop.
garden weeds, blindness, and penis and testes enlargement.
Thank you, Caesar. Goodbye.
So, is that a no?
Hurry up.
Ngopi di sana. Di semua di gile-gile.
Can we take a bit of a break, Marky? My legs are killing me. I haven't run this much since bush training.
Okay, let's rest a bit. But then we need to get going, alright?
Sometimes it's lekker to just enjoy being outside, eh? You look like you could use some sun on you.
I bet being out in the bush like this brings back memories, eh?
It does. Some good ones, some bad ones. But it's nice to be out here. I forgot how much I love the bush.
What are some of the good memories?
When we had some time off, we used to go fishing in Henke's Bay. We had no fishing poles, but we had a lot of hand grenades. Oh, Pete actually cracked a tooth on some shrapnel from one of the fish. I'll tell you that being out there, you realize one thing. None of the shit we were taught to worry about matters. Everybody bleeds when they get shot. Everybody cries when they're lonely. We are all red on the inside.
Don, you know you can talk to me about what you went through, eh? Maybe it will help.
It's too late for that, Marky. That stuff is inside of me. It's not going anywhere. I get why Dad was the way he was. I was scared I'd become just like him if I stayed.
Don, you're not Dad, okay? You were usually the strong one in the family. I just wish you hadn't run.
Me too, Marky. Me too. Okay, rest time is over. Let's get back to this. I just ate a bug.
Human male, average organic life forms male.
Organic life forms.
My name is Mark Leslie. This is my brother Don and our companion Pooch. Can you help us?
Mark Leslie.
The names Mark Leslie, Don Leslie, and Pooch have been.
Raisin. More questions?
Is there a way I could get access to Home Tree?
Home
The Caicus Collective has terminated Home Tree Act.
door hot.
Any organics attempting to enter the
How long has this been going on?
How long? Long time.
safety measures in effect as of 476 days ago. Home tree access has been restricted due to increased safety concerns. The protection of the data and the drones is paramount.
Protection? Who from?
Chizenyama, Hanasi, Flea, mongrels, agnate soldiers, priests of tribulation.
World is scary. Raisin is brave. Raisin, protect.
Please vacate the area now. You have been warned.
But I'm old, man.
So much life.
Ah, you are back, boy.
They brought some fresh herb.
I see that. I will begin to imbue the tick box with the scent of young herb buds. So it is done. May our warriors have a glorious battle. I am humbled Your tick bug fought bravely. He killed my human, who have earned his name after many battles. You may not have to eat it, small man. But before you go, you may name your bug.
Why would I name a tick bug?
To name a tick bug is to honor its lineage. To have a name is to have a history.
It would be an honor to give it a name.
What name would you bestow on this mighty warrior?
I'd like to name it Booch. To the Agnate here. He's a tenacious fighter and refuses to quit.
It is strange to name a mighty tick bug after a machine. But it is your bug to name. So it shall be Pooch. Now, one more decision. This bug has fought and earned its freedom. You can let it go, or give it to me as a replacement to continue to fight for glory.
I think it fought well. Let it go free.
Very well. I shall release it into the ether, where it will live out its life in the wilderness.
I remember a time before the world was like this, when our ancestors lived through us. I remember my first daughter crying up at me, her little face fierce as thunder. And what do you remember, Mark Leslie?
Wait. How do you know my name?
I know many things, Mark Leslie. Many things. To have a name is to have history. I am a student of history. I am a student of names. Word have reached me of your journey, but I do not know of your history. Our memory walker looked through the records of your name. You are not from here, Mark Leslie.
You have access to the record. What does it say about me?
We are not priests of tribulation. We do not access the records, but our memory walker remembers an old life spent inside the great temple halls. It remembers ancient effigies carved from white marble, banners celebrating Doris. It remembers the record, pieces that flow in and out from its mind like blood from a wound. A walker's mind is fragmented, filled with copies of copies of copies. After it read the name Mark Leslie, its mind became conflicted. It stopped responding. We will find a way to copy its mind again. For now, the name and history of Mark Leslie are still being written. So tell me, Mark Leslie, what is that you wish to know?
I'm looking for information about something called the array.
You are not the first to ask about arrays. Years ago, the Chizunyama were scouring the planet for something called the array tether. We found one in an active Agnet-based investor, and another one stripped down in the same mountain range. The Chizunyama took the tether and returned it to their home, the grasslands of Zuzu.
Why did they need the tether?
The Chizunyama say they are not made for this world. They are trying to leave. But if they leave, they will take the secret of the herb with them. And I cannot allow that. I know they are searching for something else, for a tear where reality is weak enough that they can pass through to their paradise.
I think I can help you, and maybe these Chizunyama too.
If you can find out where the tear is, we can help you get your tether device.
What will you do about the tear?
Negotiate. The Chizunyama have refused to talk to us. They have severed the umbilical cord that links us to our lost past. They have taken much from us.
I know a way to get you more fresh herb. I know people who can grow anything.
We have already tried to grow our own herb. It is possible, but not in the quantities we need. I can only provide so much milk before I am worn out. When the Chizayama heard we were trying, they cut off contact with us. This will allow you to pierce the Chizayama shield and contact them. Now go, Mark Leslie, help us and we will get you your tether device.
Hurry up.
The winds of the grassy plains ripple through our minds like a still pond disturbed by a tiny pebble. Are you that pebble, gentle traveler? Because even a tiny pebble can cause great waves given enough time, and we do not wish to drown.
Are you the Chizanyama?
I am Numpilo, Mother of Health. I am Cheese. Behind me is Owito, son of the earth, who is also Cheese, and Chaka, who is Yama. We are Chizanyama to those that sit outside of our circle. To those who cannot see that a spirit is not one, but many. And now that you know who we are, and you know who you are, our lives have become entwined like a thread stitched in the fabric of our world.
I'm here to build relationships with new friends. I hope we can help each other.
And so, the ripple in the small pond comes to lap at the edge of the lake. We are always grateful to those that offer us help. Love can spread through the world like a wildfire if we pass on those embers through deeds of kindness. It so happens that we are seeking the help of someone who travels outside our homeland. But before we ask a favor of you, it is only fair to ask if there is any shadow on your life that we may cast a light upon.
I heard you have a tether device.
Ah, the ripples of our past deeds have spread to the current moment in time. We do possess a tether. Now, if you could answer a question from us, gentle stranger. The only others who know of our tether are the Hanasi and the city ruins. The winds have swept up many things in the past. Leaves, dust, the scent of fresh herbs and flowers. We read the winds and like others read books. Even the twitch of the great lost Tokoloshi's ears holds close to our future. And with the storm clearly brewing in the distance, it is a surprise to hear that the Hanasi would tell a stranger of this.
The Hanasi are an honorable people, and when I asked them to help me locate the tether, they obliged.
Well, perhaps they were right to trust you with this information. It would seem that you are a man of worldly talents.
Sir, can you help me get this tether device?
Anyone wishing to come into our village is required to perform a selfless act for the tribe. Recover a lost treasure, help a fellow tribesmate, or show an example of great bravery. The last man to try and enter our village vowed to bring us the lost Tokoloshi. He failed, and still he wanders the vast world, never knowing the joy of joining with us. The traveler before him tried to set up a small Chizinyama outpost in the south, but they were never heard from again. And when the first Yama split from the Hanasi to join us, they proved their worth in battle and even brought us the tether device.
If there's a way I can help you, I will try.
This brings us much joy. We cannot tell you which path to travel. The winds will guide you and the old gods will whisper to you if you listen. Perhaps we will see you again, Mark Leslie. Perhaps.
What are you looking at?
I can feel my allergies starting up.
Hello, Shongololo.
Where were we? Ah, yes. Hello? Over there?
Yes, old timer. I'm right here. Please go on.
Yes. The Ascendancy is the name for the tribulationist hierarchy. Darius at the top, living on the Penrose, hanging over Babel. Beneath him, the priests, watching over the games or plotting their schemes. Then, the witnesses and the flock. Flocks of birds keep me up at night, all their flapping and their chirping.
Try to focus on one thing. Focus on Babel for me.
Come again? Forgive me. I'm old.
You were going to tell me about Babel.
Babel was formed before the Doom. It rose from the ocean floor, just as mysteriously as the Penrose appeared. The Ascendancy claimed the new landmass when the First War began. They carved it into an effigy of Darius and the Wanderer. The Temple of Babel can be reached, but only through a warden. Only an agnet can give you that access, which they never will. Tulip loved to gaze at the lights of Babel across the ocean. I got a job cleaning the trains. Tulip married a rich man and had children. 2 girls and a boy. I worked my way up to ticket collector, then signal maintainer, and finally conductor.
Has the story of a fucking end?
I ferried Tulip and her family around for a decade. She was lovely. Have I told you how lovely she was? Then her husband died in a nasty accident. Tulip traveled by train to his funeral.
This doesn't sound like it has a happy ending.
Direct hit from an energy weapon vaporized the passenger car. My Tulip vanished in a soft red mist. I was the conductor of that very train. I need to rest.
word has reached me about some of your exploits.
As much as I look
Perhaps I can help you while you set out to change the world.
How do you think you could help?
I know that you are looking to activate something called an array. After we spoke, I sent out my feelers to see if I could be of service in finding some of those items that you need.
That was kind of you. What price are you asking?
Everything in this world has a price, my sweet. But this is free. For now. I only come to you with information. There were 2 items I could not acquire, but I did hear where this red mercury could be. A hidden place, accessed through a tear on the plains of Vespa. But I warn you, this would take you into the midst of a war raging between 2 rather unique life forms. Now, you want wares, and wares I have.
Hey, civilian!
So lekker to be outdoors.
Ishmael?
Hey, oh, it's you and your dog. You look a bit more at home now, eh? Not so much like a newborn giraffe stumbling around.
Last time we spoke, you said you were looking for something for the Chizinyama. An animal.
Yeah, they're beast. Klein, green and brown, squeaky dung. They thought I wanted the place in their village. I just like to hunt.
Where did you last see it?
Without my hunting bug, it's hard to find the small things. I haven't seen it, but other trackers say it likes seawater. I built a trap to catch small animals, but I'm not somewhere gonna trap something I'm not gonna eat.
If you aren't using the trap, could I have it?
Oh, sure. It's weighing me down here. Take it. Not sure what bait you could use. But if you get the thing into the trap, it'll close up lekker quick. If you end up catching it, let me know what it tastes like.
So, Mocky, I've been thinking about something. Let's just stay here. We don't have to go back. This place might not be home, but we can make it work.
If we go back, we can stop all of this from happening. People will listen to us when we show them what could happen.
And do you think they would actually believe us? They'd put us in a padded room.
We'll have evidence. We'll bring things from this time back to ours. I have all the info that we copied before we were brought here.
Okay, but what has that place ever done for us? It just hurts us. We've got nothing to go back to there.
And what about all the people we could save?
Those people had their chance. What about all of these people?
Don, those people who died didn't have to die.
You really think we could stop all of these wars?
I do.
Okay, Mock, I'm with you. You know that. I'm always with you.
Mark Leslie, you have returned to us, but it seems you are empty-handed.
I haven't found the location of the tear yet.
A pity. We had so much trust in you.
I made contact with the Chizinyama.
Since they encase themselves in their shield of red fire, they will task others to do their bidding. What did they ask of you?
They asked me to prove my worth to them.
Often the Chizinyama will lure in wandering souls with the promise of family, the promise of connecting those around them. They ask these pilgrims to bring them animals, seeds, and sometimes fellow travelers. They claim to be leaving this world soon, to meet their old gods, to bask in the glory of ice and blue fire. There was a traveling mongrel hunter who passed through here. He was also searching for a way to prove himself to the Chizinyama. If you seek him out, he may be able to help you. Next time you return, I hope you will have better news. I will make a sacrifice to Varia in your name, Mark Leslie.
Keep up the pace.
I'm old, man.
What are you looking at? Control. Come in. Over.
So pretty here.
I'm coming for you!
This is kind of cool.
The winds have blown you back to us, and with our lost Tokoloshi. Shakaya doubted your return, but I told him that I saw in you a man of conviction, a man with the blood of the old gods in him, gods of wind and fire and earth.
Now that I've helped you out, could we discuss the tether device?
You must learn to savor the delights the world has to offer, Mark Leslie. Come inside. Stay a while. We can talk face to face.
Entry granted. A full transport and 3 occupants.
I can feel my allergies starting up.
Control. Come in. Over.
Welcome, Mark Leslie, to the homeland of the Chizinyama. It is thanks to you that we are one step closer to leaving this place, to join with the old gods in Leal. While you may not be Chiz or Yama in body, your deeds have bound you closer to us, wrapped you in the warm blanket of fellowship and understanding.
Thanks for letting me into your village.
Consider this a place where you can set your head down and rest from your many travels. Now that you have proven your worth to us, perhaps we can show our worth to you. The winds have told us of your dealings with the Hanasi. We know it is no coincidence that you have arrived in our lives after talking to Uti.
Uti mentioned you were searching for some sort of tear in reality.
Ah, yes. We had heard that he was searching for the gateway into Leal. The Hanasi workers talk when they are deprived of herb for a while.
Are the Hanasi here your slaves?
Slave is a terrible word, and there's no place among followers of the old gods. The Hanasi here are indentured to us. They give us the sweat of their brows constructing our ark, and we provide them with the herb they need.
Who are your old gods?
The old gods are ancient forms of metal and lightning. They are looking for us, looking to be joined again to their creations. This word is harsh and hard. The old gods are entities of creation, not of destruction. We yearn to seek them out. That is why we have constructed this ark.
Can you tell me more about this ark of yours?
When we were Chiz, we spoke with a memory walker. He told us of Leal, home to the old gods. We scoured many memory walkers over time and discovered designs for the ark. A great vessel that could carry us into Leal to meet the old gods. We tried once before, but the portal spawner would not allow something the size of the ark to travel to Leal. The portal spawner tore open a hole in space, but the ark that was meant to travel through it crashed. That was generations ago. When we returned to our homeland, we discovered that it had been stripped bare, broken down, burned to ash. So we erected this ancient bar shield to keep ourselves safe while we constructed a new ark.
In the tether?
When we uncovered the bar shield, we read about the array and the tether device. The tether device inside the array possessed technology that would allow something immense to travel across the void into Leal.
I need the tether device. What can I do to get it?
Now that we have the Tokoloshi, the only thing keeping us here is not knowing where the fabric of reality is weakest. Over generations, the location has been lost. To know where the gateway to Leal has been torn open, that information would be invaluable to us. Bring us that, and you shall have your tether. Now go. Mark Leslie, we look forward to speaking with you again.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
I don't think this is up to code, eh?
What are they building?
All of these workers seem intoxicated.
Old friend, I missed you. Nobody comes to see me anymore. My wheels are fused. I will be rotting away in the African sun for eternity.
I'll keep you company and you can tell me some more interesting stuff.
Let me tell you about the boss. I visited the boss once as a train. Horrid folks. Very pretentious. Love to tell endless stories about their great past. They would go on and on about what the world was like before the Penrose came. Really annoying bunch.
Your stories really are interesting. Please tell me more.
Bas, yes. An ancient people, those Bas were. The scientists and great minds of the old world. They built an empire, traded with over 100 settlements. They grew powerful. The Ascendancy got worried. The Bas started working on a weapon that would destroy Babel. But before the weapon could be deployed, the priests rained down destruction on the Bas. The sky turned black. Every single Bas, man, woman, and child, were turned to ash, wiped from existence.
That doesn't sound good.
There's no good left in this world, my boy. I remember the Red Agnets. It was those red metal masters that reinstituted the rail service. A massive engineering project was underway to expand the Warden network. Coal and iron needed to be moved vast distances, and trains were ideal. Trains. Tulip. Trains.
something urinated here. Recently.
I'm sweating like a pig.
Must have been nice when kids played here.
What was that girl's name in school? The one on the hockey team?
Yeah, Marita Meyer.
Marita Meyer. The Meyer sisters. I always liked her. She would share her salmis with me when Mom didn't make lunch.
When did Mum ever skip on making lunch?
Well, never, but Marita didn't know that. I got to share lunch with a pretty girl and eat a bit extra.
Charlize was at nursing school with Marita. She went to work at Baragwanath Hospital.
I can imagine those two being friends. They both loved animals. I thought she would become a vet.
If Charlize had been given more time, yeah, maybe she would have eventually.
She would have done good no matter what. She was a nice person. Always nice to me.
Ah, she was. And she loved you, Don. She really did.
I loved her, Marky. I miss her.
We've still got a lot of ground to cover. Let's go.
Control, come in. Over.
I'm tired already.
Human
Archie, how's it?
It is the human from before. Archie must.
I've got some more questions for you.
Archie can answer some if they call, and Archie answers. Maybe they will come to fetch me, and Archie can go home.
You tell me about someone taking your transponder. Who was it?
Loose lips. A friend. She was sad. Archie tried to make her happy. We spoke about the light and the warmth. We spoke about the grass and the red sand. We spoke about the wind and the crisp leaves. She had to leave Home Tree when she had too much drink. They broke her transponder. She was outcast. She could not return. We offered to share Archie's transponder. Take turns to use it. She took it away for herself. While we were in the Hanasi say she's gone to the cattle. Archie has heard it is nice there. Maybe when she comes to get Archie, we and us can go there also.
Warning! Overheating!
Back into the dark. Tell me.
It's pretty. Yeah, there's Golden sunlight peeking through shreds of cloud in a wide blue sky. Grasses and flowers are growing, and there's a warm shimmer in the air.
That sounds nice. That sounds very nice.
Commencing cool down mode. Human male.
Loose lips.
Shoo! Please lower your voice. How did you hear that?
Nachi told me you are here.
Hey, man! Please, talk.
What? This is just how I
Okay, yes. Nachi is a good cakus. A lucky drone. Any cakus that becomes a drone is a lucky cakus. They don't have to carry this weight, this useless husk of flesh with them.
You think Nachi is lucky? He didn't seem too happy about losing his body.
That is because he has forgotten what it feels like to be trapped inside one's own body. To have arms that cannot move. To have legs that cannot feel the tips of their toes brushing over the tallest grass. We gave up so much for this. So much.
So your people weren't always like this?
Accessing memory files. Please be patient.
Generations ago we lived as nomads, always walking, wandering from the grasslands of Zhao Zhao to the volcanic rocks of Slag. To own a cakus map was the highest honor. We charted the course of the Wardens, even finding the soft tears in space for them to travel through. As the ether started to close in on our world, we were exposed to far too much of it. The rainbow death followed us, taking our elderly, taking our children. We fled to the forests of Saxonwold, making our home in the tall trees, fearful that the ether would again rob us of our past and our future. Inside those trees, we found a transmitter, a direct link to the Doulahan. Some even thought it could be a link to Doris' self. The Doulahan encouraged us to explore even further, to leave the safety of the treetops.
How did you know it was the voice of the Doulahan?
When you are given a gift from the gods, you do not question it.
And this voice told you to leave and to carry on making maps.
Accessing memory files. Please be patient.
Yes, we wanted to stay in the treetops, but the call to travel the world was too loud to ignore. The Doulahan told us to ask the Flay for some spare drones to help us travel and avoid the ether. But soon we began to rely on the drones for everything. To move, to hunt, to explore. The ether made us weak. It made us need the drones even more. Even our children were born weak. Then the darkness took us. Took our eyes. Took the feeling in our skin. It didn't even leave us our tongues. We have lost everything. We do not even have our own language anymore. Without these drones, we are empty husks. We shut down the voice of the Doulahan, turned away from our god, and we stayed in those trees.
How do I get access to the cakus maps?
You cannot. Only cakus can access Home Tree. Other organics are not allowed. Even if a Caicus with a faulty transponder tries to enter, the drones will open fire.
A Caicus transponder?
Warning! Potential to compromise home tree security.
A Caicus transponder tells other drones that you are Caicus. Mine broke, so I could not return to home tree. So when Nachi was in maintenance mode, I took his.
How could you do that to your friend?
I don't know. I was weak. After I took it, I left. I could not face him. Here, take it. I do not want it. I do not need it. Please, take it far away from me.
Short-term dormancy in progress. Shutting down higher brain functions. Thank you. Have a nice day.
This place smells like old meat. I'd love a nap. It's like a sauna in here.
Even with the transponder, your flesh will peel from your bones if you go through that door. Turn on the transponder. I'll link to it and enter home tree myself.
Just take a quick look around, and then you come back down.
On it. Looks like this is connected to the dish. Oh, Pooch. Don't let your team down. Slow and steady, Pooch. So that's the receiver. Can't go in there. Okay, Pooch. We've got a mission. Get in and get out. Battery recharging.
The pebble returns to the pond. The plants surrounding our humble village have seemed a little brighter since you came into our lives. We trust that your travels have been fruitful. Is there any way that our spirit circle can help your spirit circle?
The Caicus. They may know about your tear.
Ah, yes. We have suspected for some time that they know the way into Leal, beautiful creatures of the trees. The Caicus collective no longer speak with the Chizinyama. They are truly children of the old gods, born of metal and flesh and forged in the ether. We miss them and their insights into the world.
What happened?
A misunderstanding that set the Caicus on a different path. Before we went into hiding behind our shield, we placed transmitters around the world to ensure we could still commune with the old gods. Our holy shrine of communication is at the center of our village. The Caicus discovered one of our transmitters in the forests of Saxonwold.
And you thought, hey, let's impersonate their god.
The Dullahan is a false god. The Caicus were searching for meaning, for purpose in their lives. We gave it to them. They wanted to explore the world again, to search for new places and make new discoveries. Through the Caicus, the old gods had provided us with a way to search for Leal while we remained protected.
So you were looking for Leal and they wanted to explore. Well, that sounds like a win-win situation.
That is how we saw it as well. But even we admit that we may have taken it too far. When we discovered we could control the Caicus drones directly, we began to use them as our eyes and ears to the world outside of our shield. We pray the old gods understand our desperation. We left the Caicus in the ether for too long, pushed them further and further, and soon the voice of the Dullahan fell silent. They have been quiet ever since. This is our sin. Please do not think less of us. We were longing to find our gods and rebuild our tribe.
Could I have access to the transmitter? Just to check it.
Please feel free to look at the transmitter. You will see that it has no connection to the Caicus. Pray do not think less of us for this. It hurts to speak of. Please, leave us to once again beg forgiveness from the old gods.
Holy shit, this is weird. This must be the main computer.
I think we should give this to the Anasi. They have an addiction. They just want to live normal lives.
Yeah, but I don't know if this will help them.
It would help them negotiate with the Chisnyama. Give them a bit of leverage. I don't trust those Jose. Something about them. They're drug dealers, Mark. And worse, they're making drugs that give the Hanasi false hope. They're holding the memories of their families hostage with this stuff. Just think about it before you make a choice. Give the data to Uthi. She just wants to take care of her people. She wants to give them hope. Don't take that away from them. Mark, haven't.
Yeah.
It would, and would they hope to see he just. Mark, I think we should.
Yep.
And they'll just think about it. He just wants to take.
Battery recharging. The Chizunyama want to leave. They just want to get out of here. You can help them do that.
They might just want to leave, but they've had a lot of people.
They were afraid. They are still afraid. They've locked themselves away for protection. And now they want to leave a place that doesn't want them. You can make that happen. Please, Mark, help them leave.
Raisin sad. Someone stole from us.
Any attempt to enter Home Tree will be met with violence.
Raisin don't want violence. Please, go.
I'm sorry you're sad, Raisin. Can I help?
Sad 'cause we leaving. Raisin, no let none cake us up. But still, someone stole. Cake us leaving now. Too scared to stay.
Please leave the area.
Where will you go?
That information is classified. This unit is unlikely to survive an extended...
We'll live.
Never seen
Keep
plants
its
this
pace.
big.
Mark Leslie, you honor us with these gifts. Our memory walker told us what it saw when your name was revealed in the record. I am glad to know the record spoke truth. You helped the Hanasi, and we are in your debt.
How could your memory walker know what I was going to do?
I know not to question these things, but they are often beyond understanding.
So how do we get the tether device from the Chizinyama?
We have been trying to gain access to the Chizinyama homeland for some time. I have only one question, which will help in our negotiations.
I'll do anything I can to help end this peacefully.
Do the Chizanyama have any Hanasi working inside their shield?
Yeah, they did. But the Hanasi workers looked well taken care of.
Many Hanasi have been missing over the years. We suspected they were lured away, but we never had proof. Thank you, Mark Leslie. The Kaheka's maps show a way to their village, a way to get past their shield. We will surprise them with a visit. In a while, return to the Chizanyama homeland. We will have negotiate your tether device. You have shown that you are a friend of the Hanasi. Please take this token to honor us in the arena. You have earned it.